Hi guys, it's Jennifer Perkins. Sorry I'm a little tardy. I had a moment where I didn't wake up as I had planned. That's what that snooze button is for. But anyway, as promised, today I'm going to talk about how I've been turning my art into jewelry. Typically, people know me as a crafter and a jewelry designer. You might remember me when I was this guy. I guess I still am, Naughty Secretary Club. And I made jewelry, and then I had kids and I kind of got out of the jewelry business, and then I got into crafting as the kids got older, and now I've kind of started to get into painting, and it started to come to me like, I like my painting and I like my jewelry, so maybe somehow I can make those things all come together. So that's what this is about. So, you know, just because you don't paint crazy wackadoodle things like I do, no biggie. You can use your kids' paintings, any kind of painting you want. So let me show you a finished product first. So first and foremost, here's kind of one of the designs I've been doing, kind of just to give you an idea. They're all, like I said, kind of wackadoodle, but if you know me and know my style, that's what I like. So what I've been starting with are these just like blank pieces of balsa wood you can get at the craft store. They all have them in the woodworking department. I found that the thicker ones are more my friend than the thinner ones. A lot of times you can get these bracelets too if you wanted to paint on those. But I mean, really, if it'll sit still long enough, you could paint it and make it wearable. It's totally up to you. So the next thing I do is I just use regular craft paint, and I just kind of start painting little faces and hair. You know, these things are so cheap. You could do a bazillion different styles. Usually, I don't have one around here. I wish you guys could see how, like, messy. That's totally legit. That's how I live. So let's put it here. Anyway, so usually I have like a sketchbook with some of my little pictures I've been doodling, and I'll use that as kind of my rough guide, if you will. So once this paint dries, and it's craft paint, so it's 50 cents, it dries super quick, then I usually go in with some paint markers and add the details. That's where it kind of gets fun. You can just add any kind of little faces you want. You know, I'm big on crazy, wacky teeth, people that clearly couldn't afford braces, and freckles. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for watching. So anyway, so I like faces like that. And they come big and they come small, any kind of size you want. So once you have the paint on there, the next thing I use, here's a little cow I did. You use this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. That's what I typically use. It's over kind of by the hot glue section in the craft department. It says it adds dimension, and it's super easy to use, so I kind of just pour it right on top, and it'll kind of bubble up, and it won't drip across the edges, and then you just let it sit. I usually do overnight, and it's like you've put a layer of resin on top. So, you know, let it dry overnight, and then you get, you know, shiny little faces like this. Can you see the shimmer and the shine? See it reflecting? Ooh, protected. Anyways, and now you have these little doodles. What to do? I've got a sea of them. So sometimes I make them into giant brooches. I like to adorn them with pom-pom fringe and flowers. You can see she's got a pen on the back. Can you see? On my lapel. Sometimes I don't add anything, and I make them just like little small. So if you're into collecting pins, if you're part of the pin game gang, you can just wear them little and pin them all on your jackets. And of course, you could make them into necklaces. I had a whole bunch of these that some of my girlfriends came to book club and swiped them, which I'm taking as a good sign if my girlfriends, who I think have good taste, stole my jewelry. Another option is this hair clip. It's giant, but you know, if you're gonna wear crazy jewelry, why not go with this? So that's how I have been making these little slices of wood into jewelry. But clearly there are other options that I have done in my day. Again, if you're familiar with me from back in the days of Naughty Secretary Club, I used to cast resin. So you can see this is resin that I did in ice cube trays. So that's one way to get your arts into a piece of jewelry. Another way is, this is similar to what I just did, but these are earrings that my sister did, Hope Perkins. These are just giant shell earrings just from, I don't know, Claire's or somewhere that she painted on and then added some sort of shiny top coat to. Let's see, you can also, here's a guy that I did that's pretty wackadoodle. I once got a laminating machine and I've done lots of fun things with it, but you can see here, now this is a photograph that I put a mustache on, but you could do, you know, laminate pieces of your art, you could laminate pictures of your kids, all kinds of things, and make it into fun jewelry. So let me show you my latest necklace I did, and then we'll wrap up. So here is one of the latest necklaces I did. So the strands tend to be about as wackadoodle as the necklace themselves. But the point is, I'm just trying to show you that it's super easy to turn your artwork, your kids' artwork, a photograph into a piece of wearable jewelry. Just like what I did Naughty Secretary Club, and I used to say, if it'll sit still long enough, I'll figure out how to make it into a piece of jewelry, and this is kind of the same thing. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do more of these videos, maybe some tours of my house, my dirty craft space, some things like that. So if you want to just let me know in the comments some videos or some how-tos or some things that you might like to see once I start decorating for Halloween and Christmas, we'll talk some about that. I would love to know what you're interested in seeing. So thank you for watching. Bye.